أعوذ بالله من الشيطان اللعين الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد وعجل فرجهم وسهل مخرجهم واحشرنا معهم وارزقنا شفاعتهم. Well, today's episode, the fourth one on the subject of Shia'ism, the natural outcome of Islam. We will trace out the Ayat al-Sharifa Quran Majid and Sahih al-Hadith al-Rasul Akram sallallahu alayhi wa alihi wa sallam, and in the light of those ayat we will see how Shia'ism is the natural outcome of Islam. So we find Shia means بالتشيع بالمشايع, with or in the company of. We see the Quran Hakim is commanding us. Always we should be truthful. Also, always we should say the truth. When you are to be in the company, it doesn't say that you have to be truthful, but it says you have to be in the company of the truthful people. So the verse says, this is Surah Al-Tawbah, the 9th chapter, and the verse is 119. It says, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu. First of all, its addressees are mu'minin, the believers. And then it says, ittaqullah ya ayyuhallazina amanu ittaqullaha wa kunu ma'as sadiqin. So Allah Azza wa Jal commands us to be with the Sadiqeen. So we need to be in the company of Sadiqeen. Ma Sadiqeen is Ma'amiz Mashia. With, we say, when anybody is attending the funeral, he says, Mashiatil Janaza. They are following the funeral. In front is the coffin and behind are the people. Right? Few things are worth noting in this verse. First of all, Allah Azza wa Jal says, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu ittaqullah. So the first and foremost is to bear. So what is said over here is, Ya ayyuhallazina amanu ittaqullah. First, be pious, piety in heart. And then next step is, it says in the second part, وَكُونُوا مَعَ الصَّادِقِينَ. Be with the truthfuls. Now the question is, who are Sadiqeen and how we can identify them? So we find, to be Sadiq, what you require, you should have first of all good strong memory. You should remember the events taking place or have taken place, and then you must have ample knowledge, ample information. Right? So this covers many things: knowledge, memory, piety, truthfulness, sincerity, honesty is invested in those whom Quran Majid says Sadiqeen. So Allah Azza wa Jalla is commanding us to be with the Sadiqeen. We can say we should be the Shias of Sadiqeen, or Shias of Muttaqeen, or Shias of Sahiban ilm, for which we have another verse which says, one more important thing which Sadiqin must have, they should be very, very strong in their psyche, courage, behavior, right? And they should be valor, brave. When in the event of giving any testimony or witness, they should not be hindered and tethered from haqq, from truthfulness. Then only they are the Sadiqin. And this Sadiqin will be reflected. Excuse me. So we find that the strong one is the character who will be only with these, who will be the Sadiqin. Now, the next we come across, Allah Azza wa Jal, based on His system, as part of justice, us are the people of knowing, the knowledge, are they equal to those who are not? The Ayah Sharifah says, Aman huwa khanatun. Khanatat means those who are devoutly obedient. One is ita'ah, one is ittiba, one is khanatat. Khanat. Ita'at is, there are marked differences between these three terms, which we take in Urdu and English language as same. Ita'at is different, ittiba is different, qanaat is different. Yet the word used is amman huwa khanatun. Ana al-layli sajidun wa kha'imah. Those out of devotedly servitude to Allah stand up in the nights and in the day, night and day, and those who look forward farju rahmat rabbi, they look forward for the rahmah of their Rabb. Hoping the mercy of Rabb. Then it says, Qul. The ayat, through ayat, Allah Azza wa Jalla is asking, Qul, ask, in an interrogative way. It is saying, Qul, hal yastawi alladhina ya'lamuna walladhina la ya'lamun. Those who know, are they equal to those who do not? It means, for sure and with certainty, they are not aware of. These two cannot be same and equal. So, those who know are not equal to those who do not know. And those who know, the knowledge is one of the parts of being Sadiqin, because if one knows only, then he will, the question whether he is Sadiq or truthful or untruthful will come. But if one does not have any information and knowledge, there is no question of asking whether he is Sadiq or not. Sadiq means something he knows and something he remembers in full. So we see that we are supposed to be under the domain of Sadiqeen, in the company of, we should be Shia of the Sadiqeen, because it says Kunu ma Sadiqeen. And in this, we find that with their IDs, identification marks, we can make out who the Sadiqeen are and who are the people of knowledge. So we find that among them, and when they are all Sadiqeen, when people of knowledge who are Sadiqeen and who do not tighter and tighter giving the evidences against the truth, then these are the infallibles. So Sadiqeen should be infallible. Sadiqeen should be people of knowledge. Sadiqeen should be strong in character. That we find as an evidence from their works. like the one who will be stronger in knowledge, learning and education, learning from Allah Azza wa Jal, only he will be in a position to say, Saluni qabla an tafquduni, ask me before you lose me. In the history of religions, may I ask, has there any other being, the leader or ideal or person who has ever claimed this? And whenever questions were asked, he gave correct replies, which even today's science confirms. Right? So this is Amirul Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib. But we can also see from his works that were collected by Sir Sayyid Radi Sharif in 496 Hijri, Nahjul Balagha, Saif Kamila, Saif Alawiya. Saif Kamila is the supplications of Imam Ali ibn Hussain Zain al-Abidin, with the deep philosophy of Tawheed, Deen, science, all one can find. And then Saif Alawiya, Adiyah Duayat Amirul Mu'minin Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salam. And then we find Nahjul Balagha. And then we come across successive Aimma works like Tawheedul Mufaddal. Mufaddal was a companion, student, Sahabi of Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. And Imam Sadiq salam has taught him Tawheed. So the Tawheed that was taught to Mufaddal is known as Tawheedul Mufaddal. Just see the anatomy, physiology, geology, astronomy, mathematics. All these are very well covered in that book for Tawheed by Imam Sadiq alayhi salam. And then we come across, it means these are all the clear evidences as to show who are the men of knowledge, men of learning, and men of truthfulness, for whom so we find the value system of Allah Azza wa Jal in knowledge, Sidq, Safa, in its Taqwa, Zuhad, Wara'i. These are all in, if you take them as the embodiments, Mujassam, Natiq, Yani means Taqwa Mujassam, Zuhad Mujassam, Salat Mujassam, Sawm Mujassam, Kamal Mujassam, Ilm Mujassam, embodiment of knowledge, Taqwa, piety, Zuhad, Wara'i. Then you will find all in those for whom Allah has said, إِنَّمَا يُرِيدُ اللَّهُ لِيُذْهِبَ عَنْكُمُ الرِّجْسَ أَهْلِ الْبَيْتِ وَيُطَهِّرَكُمْ تَطْهِيرًا. And for them there is the demand for us to follow them under قُلْ لَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ أَجْرًا إِلَّا الْمَوَدَّةَ فِي الْقُرْبَى. Why it is so? It is because of when we will, at least for making the compensation of the ujra of Rasul, we will be in the ma'iyah of Ahl al-Bayt, and through ma'iyah of Ahl al-Bayt we will be obedient to وَأُولِي الْأَمْرِ مِنْكُمْ. Through أُولِي الْأَمْرِ مِنْكُمْ إِطَاعَةً, we will be in the ita'ah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and in turn we will be in the ita'ah of Allah Azza wa Jal. As it has come in narrations that for following Aimma alayhi salam, Uli al-Amr is following Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Following Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam is following Allah. As Quran Majid says, مَنْ يُطِيعِ الرَّسُولِ فَقَدْ أَطَاعَ اللَّهَ. Those who have become obedient to Rasul, they are obedient to Allah. And then this equation comes up when Allah Azza wa Jalla says, إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي. If you love Allah, then be obedient to Allah, and be obedient to me. إِن كُنْتُمْ تُحِبُّونَ اللَّهَ فَاتَّبِعُونِي. If you love Allah, then obey me, follow me. Here the word ittiba has come, not ita'at. So if you obediently obey to Rasul, then Allah will love you. So if one wants love of Allah, if one wants to say radiyallah, he should first love to Rasul. He should first follow to Rasul. Then the love of Allah will come to him. Now, in the light of all this which we have compounded over here, Kunu ma sadiqin means we should be in ma'iyah, mashiyah of sadiqin. And sadiqin are people of knowledge, people of memory, people of valor, people of character, people of taqwa. That's why it is the address ayat is addressing to muttaqi. So first be muttaqi so that you may be with the sadiqin. Without taqwa, it is difficult to be with the sadiqin. So God piety is the first condition. Then we will be with the sadiqin. And sadiqin means those who have strong memory, strong knowledge, strong character, valor. So when Allah Azza wa Jal is commanding us to be Shia of Sadiqin. With these Sadiqin who? The Sadiqin who are with these characters we have just mentioned. And these characters we find as embodiment, that is embodiment of taqwa, Imam al-Taqin, ilm, ana manditul ilmi waliyun babuha, ana darul hikmah waliyun babuha. All the evidences that have come of Imam Ali saying the only human being you can say, if you count as at the level of common human beings for appealing to all human beings of irrespective of religion, caste, creed on over the globe, then who is that to have said Saluni qabla an tafudini, and when the question were asked to him he gave correct replies. So Sadiqin, we have to be Shia of Sadiqin, and Sadiqin are those who are infallible, who are knowledgeable, who are best in character, Zuhad, Wara. These are the Sadiqin of whom we have to be in the company of. Company means Mashia, Sadiqin, or Ma'al Mu'minin, Ma Sadiqin. And these are all in the embodiment, these are all as embodiment in Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. So that is the reason we claim that being Shia of Ahlul Bayt is the natural outcome of Islam. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad wa ajil farajan wa sahil makhrajan wa shurna ma'ahum warzuqna shafa'atahum.